the most tremendous new musical experience you can have.
Alright, what's up y'all? It's Logan, and I'm here bringing y'all this review to this newest project called Exit by Wande. Now, if you don't know who she is one of the newest artists signed to Reach Records, and this is her Reach Records debut. They announced her signing to the label last year at some point during the Unashamed Forever tour, which I was lucky enough to go to. Of course, that's where all of their current artists were touring, from Lecrae being the starter all the way through What Up RG. Now, this was before they signed Hulvey and Wande. Hulvey actually being the newest, Wande being signed shortly after the tour, or halfway through the tour, because they did the East Coast and then she joined for the West. But she's dropped a couple of singles here and there, a lot of bops, a lot of fun music. And a little bit, she dives into a little bit of deeper stuff, but usually within the bops that you're enjoying, you just find a message along with that. That being said, recently Reach Records has been on fire with their newer artists' releases. I mean, you got What Up RG with his album last year that made my top 5. Raul, which was all about his dad being deported. Of course, you got Hulvey, which I reviewed earlier a couple weeks ago, about a month ago. He dropped Broken Heart, which is just about doubting himself and doubting his faith, but then becoming stronger through it. And of course, you had Galvey most recently a couple weeks ago with Heathen, where he just talks about the current state of Christianity, opens up about who he is and how, all of us are heathens. It's technically speaking okay to be a heathen, but you need to know what you are so that you can grow from it, because that's what all of us are. And there's just a lot of people in the church who try to get that holier than thou sense. But I'm not here to review those projects. That's just to prove a point that they have a lot of solid projects, and this is another one in that string of solid projects that have come out. Does this one have as deep of a message as those? No, I can't say it does, but I don't think every album has to do that, and I think it's very fun that it doesn't seem like their label is just sticking into that deeper message frame. Like, this is just a fun project. 10 songs, 30 minutes, really easy listen with just a lot of good vibes all throughout. So to break down my favorite tracks, first off, the intro track, Be Yourself, very fun to listen to. It's a good intro, fun beat. Just basically saying, be who you're made to be, serve God, be yourself. You don't have to try to change for other people, because there's only one person in the end that matters anyway, and that's God. After that, my absolute favorite track is the second track, Been Up. This features What Up RG and No Big Deal. I got to give it to RG for having my favorite part of this song. He is on the second verse here. But this is such a great vibe of a song. Amazing beat, very laid back, and fits their styles very well, where they're just able to flow and vibe with the track, and just everyone shows their range with it's a nice sing-songy flow. It's not like they're just rapping or just bar fest here. It's definitely not that at all. It's just a smooth ride. This is something you're gonna play in your car whenever you're driving down to the beach, just looking for something to pass the time. You're not trying to turn up the bass and blow out your speakers or anything like that. You're just, maybe have a little nice bass line going, just cruising. It's really fun. And I also got to, again, shout out RG for his verse. As a college student, he's probably about my age, maybe a little bit younger than me, actually. He had a great, hilarious line where he mentioned, cookout 2 a.m., it's either that or Waffle House. Like, yes, we all can relate to you on that. You are absolutely correct. After that, the other songs I really want to point out, Wakande, it's just a play on her name plus Wakanda. Thought that was pretty funny, but it's just her showing love to her women, more specifically, of course, black women, black people in general, but specifically those women who are often put down in rap. It's very fun to see that, very positive thinking to see that. Also shows her ability to use like a trap-ish type flow, just showing her versatility to where she doesn't have to have that smooth sing-songy flow. She doesn't have to be hype. She can be trap. She can be sing. She can be anything. She can do a lot of things. So that's very fun to hear that. And then finally the outro track, Be the Light, featuring Aaron and Eris. This is a great outro track. It's just basically saying, you can show the way to other people. be the light, be the way they escape to a better life, be the way they come to God. Share your flaws and your strengths with other people so that they can see that and they can relate to that, and they can say, you know what, I can do that too. I can become that person. I can ascend from where I am now to serve God in a better way. It's a very good track, very inspirational, very good singing, good vocals, and Wande performs very well on this one. As for negatives, I guess if I had to say negatives, it's that it doesn't really dive deeper into some of these subjects. It seems kind of more surface level, which, like I said, is not a bad thing. I don't think every single album needs to do that. It's just if I'm going to have to nitpick and say why this is not going to be one of my top tier albums, it just doesn't really dive into any specific messaging very deeply. It's just a lot of fun vibes, a couple of different topics explored at more of a surface level here and there. But nothing that you've never heard before, It's not anything groundbreaking at all, but it's just, again, just a very solid debut from an artist who I did not really know what to expect. I didn't know if I'd like her or not. I knew I had enjoyed her tracks, I had enjoyed her features, but I didn't know if she had the capabilities of putting out a project that I'd go back to, but she definitely did that here. It's a very fun, easy listen. Again, only 30 minutes long, only 10 tracks, and I enjoy every single track, but I do find myself more often than not just going back and picking out 2 or 3 here and there that I'm like, I just really want to hear this one right now if I don't want to listen to the whole thing. But I still have no problems going back to the whole thing. Again, it's only 30 minutes, so that's really easy. She shows off her versatility a lot, going from rapping soft, slow, or fast and aggressive, having more trap flow, more singing, kind of mixing in some harmonies in with her bars. That's very fun to see. I'm very impressed with Reach and their ability to identify talent, even if I've never heard of them. Because I had never heard of her at all before they announced her. And it's the same thing with a lot of these artists. RG, nope. Holvey, nope. I just really wish that they still had Aha Gazelle, because that would have been amazing if they still had him. But he's doing his own thing as well. But that being said, yes, focusing more on Wande and her project Exit, very good debut. I look forward to seeing what she has next. I look forward to seeing if she can put out something where she focuses more on a specific topic. Tries to put together a very cohesive project that has similar vibes all throughout, or even changes up the style some, but just focuses more on one topic, or dives deeper into some topics. That would be very fun to see if she has the capabilities to do some type of, conscious album like that, I guess I would call it. Regardless of that, I very much enjoyed this project, and I very much look forward to the rest of her career with Reach Records, or even outside of Reach Records if it comes to that. But I hope she stays around for a while, because again, especially with the departure of KB most recently, they still very clearly have the strongest artists in the Christian rap game. Very strong label there. And they just keep on getting more versatile. Again, I wish they still had Aha, because he would be, maybe Galvi's the only artist I could think of more versatile than Aha, out of Christian rappers. But that being said, love this project. 7 out of 10. I think that's a fair rating. Just a lot of fun. Again, doesn't dive too deep. Isn't too long. Isn't too short. It's a good length, but just doesn't really do anything to where you're like, oh, this changed me. Oh, this is something I've never heard before. Oh, this is a sound I've never heard before. It just shows a lot of versatility, a lot of fun, and some surface level depth to it. Definitely. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I recommend checking it out. At least check out the songs that I mentioned. Check her out if you've never heard her before. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Make sure to hit the like button, comment, sub, hit the bell next to my name for notifications, and I will see y'all next time.